Have you ever wondered how a country could thrive without an army? Today we're exploring a nation that did just that. Nestled in Central America, Costa Rica made a bold decision in 1949 to abolish its military. This isn't a story of chaos or collapse, but rather of stability and prosperity. This choice has not only shaped Costa Rica's unique history, but also played a pivotal role in its thriving economy and flourishing democracy. Join me as we dive into the captivating history and vibrant culture of Costa Rica. Costa Rica, a name that translates to rich coast. But do you know who gave this name and why? This Central American jewel is nestled between Nicaragua, the Caribbean Sea, Panama, and the Pacific Ocean. The name Costa Rica has a couple of possible origins. Some believe it was the famed explorer Christopher Columbus who, upon landing on its shores, was so taken with the land's natural wealth that he named it Rich Coast. Others attribute the name to the Spanish conquistador, Gil González Dávila, who might have been equally impressed by the area's potential riches. Regardless of who coined the name, one thing is clear. The moniker Rich Coast perfectly encapsulates the abundant beauty and resources of this vibrant nation. Now that we've acquainted ourselves with the name and location, let's delve into its early history. The history of Costa Rica is as rich as its name suggests. It's a tale of discovery, colonization, and resilience. Our story begins with the indigenous communities that inhabited this land long before the arrival of European explorers. These groups, though small in number, left an indelible mark on the culture and traditions of the country. The influence of these early inhabitants can still be seen today in the vibrant folklore, culinary traditions, and local customs. The next chapter in Costa Rica's history was penned by Christopher Columbus and the Spanish conquistadors. Arriving in the early 16th century, they were drawn by the promise of gold and the allure of new lands to conquer. Yet, what they found was not an El Dorado, but a harsh and isolated region within the vast Spanish Empire. Despite the lack of gold, the Spanish colonizers stayed and began to shape the society that would become modern Costa Rica. They brought with them their language, religion, and social structures, all of which have left a lasting legacy in the country. But Costa Rica was never a typical colony. Due to a lack of indigenous labor and the presence of rich volcanic soils, it developed as a more egalitarian society, with a focus on farming rather than mining or large-scale plantations. This egalitarian spirit, born out of necessity, became a defining feature of Costa Rica's identity. It laid the groundwork for the country's future as a stable, democratic republic, a characteristic that sets it apart from many of its Central American neighbors. In the early 19th century, the winds of change blew across Central America. The Spanish Empire was in decline, and the colonies were clamoring for independence. In 1821, Costa Rica joined the Central American Federation in declaring independence from Spain. Just 3 years later, the municipality of Nicoya voluntarily incorporated into Costa Rica, marking an important milestone in the country's territorial evolution. From a poor and isolated region within the Spanish Empire, Costa Rica embarked on its journey to independence. In the year 1821, a new chapter began in the history of Costa Rica. This was a pivotal year that marked Costa Rica's independence from Spain, a break in chains that had bound the nation for centuries. It was a time of upheaval, a time of change, and a time of newfound freedom. As part of the Central American Federation, Costa Rica was finally able to step out of the shadows and into the light of self-governance. The journey to independence was not an overnight transformation. It was a progression, an evolution that took place over time. And it was not without its challenges. There was uncertainty, there were struggles, but there was also an unwavering determination to carve out a new identity. But independence was only part of the story. 3 years later, in 1824, the municipality of Nicoya made a choice that would further shape the future of Costa Rica. Voluntarily, they decided to incorporate into Costa Rica, a decision that was not taken lightly. It was a testament to the growing strength and unity of the young nation. This was a significant moment in Costa Rica's history. Not only did it expand the country's borders, but it also solidified Costa Rica's place as a nation committed to the principles of democracy and unity. The voluntary incorporation of Nicoya was a symbol of this commitment, a symbol of the bond that had formed among the people of Costa Rica. From that point forward, Costa Rica continued to grow and evolve, building upon the foundations laid during its journey to independence. It was a nation determined to chart its own course, to define its own destiny. With independence came the opportunity for Costa Rica to forge its own path, a path that led to a unique decision, a decision that we will explore in the next scene, a decision that truly sets Costa Rica apart from the rest of the world. Imagine a country deciding to live without an army. Unthinkable, not for Costa Rica. In the aftermath of a civil war in 1948, Costa Rica made an unconventional choice. Amidst the smoke and dust of conflict, the nation chose peace. In December 1949, they officially abolished their military forces, a decision that has since shaped the course of their history. A country without an army sounds vulnerable, doesn't it? But Costa Rica's story has proven otherwise. This bold move didn't lead to instability or chaos. Instead, it ushered in an era of consistent peace and progress. Without the financial burden of a military, Costa Rica was able to redirect its resources. The savings were invested in the nation's development, strengthening the pillars of democracy, public welfare, and education. This shift in priorities was transformative. Costa Rica began to flourish, its democracy stabilizing, its economy diversifying. The country's workforce became highly educated, and sectors such as finance, corporate services, pharmaceuticals, and ecotourism boomed. The absence of military spending also allowed for significant investments in healthcare and environmental conservation. The impact of this decision is reflected in Costa Rica's performance on various global indices. The nation consistently ranks high on the Human Development Index, a measure of a country's standard of living, education, and lifespan. It also scores well on indices of democratic governance and press freedom. Costa Rica is even recognized as one of the happiest countries in the world, as per the World Happiness Report. The tale of Costa Rica is a testament to the power of peace. It's a story of a nation choosing to lay down its weapons and instead pick up the tools of progress. A country choosing to invest not in conflict, but in its people. With no army to maintain, Costa Rica channeled its resources into education, healthcare, and environmental conservation. It's a choice that has paid off, making Costa Rica a beacon of peace and prosperity in a world often marked by strife. Today, Costa Rica stands as a testament to the power of peace and sustainability. A beacon of tranquility in Central America, it has been a unitary presidential constitutional republic for over 2 centuries, a testament to its robust and vibrant democracy. The nation's dedication to democratic governance is noteworthy, consistently scoring high on international measures of democracy. But Costa Rica is not just about politics. The nation has a highly educated workforce that powers its diversified economy. From finance and corporate services to pharmaceuticals, Costa Rica's economy is as diverse as its stunning landscapes. But perhaps most intriguing is its successful venture into ecotourism, a testament to the nation's commitment to sustainability. Visitors are drawn from around the globe to its pristine beaches, lush rainforests, and abundant wildlife, all while supporting the local economy and promoting conservation. In terms of press freedom, Costa Rica shines again, offering a platform for open dialogue and a free exchange of ideas. And maybe it's the Pura Vida lifestyle, the stunning landscapes, or the warm and welcoming people. But Costa Rica consistently ranks high on the happiness index. It's a country that understands the essence of life isn't just about material gains, but about peace, happiness, and a deep reverence for nature. From its rich coast to its rich history, Costa Rica is indeed a treasure trove of stories. Costa Rica's story is just one among many waiting to be told. The journey doesn't end here. Our world is a treasure trove of fascinating tales. Each country, each city, each corner has its own unique narrative waiting to be uncovered. Stories that surprise us, inspire us, and connect us to our shared human experience. From the intricacies of Costa Rica's rich history and vibrant culture, to the mysteries of far-off lands and ancient civilizations, there's so much more to discover. Deep dive into the past, explore the present, and speculate about the future. Broaden your horizon, ignite your curiosity, and fuel your passion for knowledge and understanding. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page, so let's turn the pages together. To join us on this journey of discovery, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share this video. Remember, knowledge is power.